Hi, my name is Durwood Fincher. I'm known as Mr. Double Talk. But some people didn't know it earlier. We thought we'd have some fun by asking some Rotary members some questions that made no sense. Here's what we found. Let's start, which I think is a great place to begin, by asking you to give your name and what you do and why. Where?
My name is Bud Goff, and I belong to the Rotary Club of Trenton, and I am the immediate past president.
Bart, let me ask you then, I guess, really, is it Bart?
Bud.
All right, good deal. All right, let me ask you then, what we have, and then I guess really is that with Rotary and the communication process and like that, what we've seen. Somebody, any thoughts on that? I mean, I don't know. I really don't. I just don't know.
Well, Rotary is a worldwide organization that encompasses hundreds of countries and really millions of people who are members.
Also, I mean, what we have, and then I guess really with everybody, when I say everybody, I'm from Washington, I mean, some, right?
There are Rotary clubs, I'm positive, in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, there's everything there. I mean, and more.
There's clubs throughout the country. Right. And when you belong to a club, you not only belong to a club, but you belong to a bigger entity in Rotary International. And that's
it. That's the one. And global, as we all know, is big.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The other thing that I wanted to say, Glenn, is, I mean, he's not here anymore, but I mean, I know he will be shortly. After that, what we have, and then I guess really as a notion of that, has that made it here yet in Trenton or in this area? And I know I don't, but I know, again, people who do. Has it?
Has what, Rotary?
I have no idea. See, I wasn't there at that meeting. I didn't know. Were you there?
I don't know what meeting you're talking about.
Yeah, see, that's the one. I know I wasn't, because I can't even remember. But the last thing, Herbert, that I wanted to find out, and I guess really is it Herb?
Bud.
Yeah, that's ready to go. Yeah. Beer. Bud is what we have, and then I guess too, because I'm in Washington. I do a lot of communication. I don't, but again, I know, as you well know, others that have. So the question, I guess, comes down to this: has it? A lot of people have said yes.
You have to give me the question. I don't know what the question is.
Right. Has it? Has it? Yeah. Is that the one you're asking for? Has it?
Yeah.
Give us your name and what you do and where.
My name is Mike Tusay. I'm a certified public accountant, and I have an office in Pennington, New Jersey.
You sound like you ought to be a broadcaster.
People have made that comment before.
I was going to say. I mean, I would say, sir. Mushan, let me ask you that. What we have, and then I guess really has that notion with Rotary. I say that because I know I did, and wondered at the same time, has it? And as a background on that, let me just say, Broadwood, that what we have, and I guess really that what we've seen. And I say we, I mean, of course, y'all.
I'm sorry, Dr. Payne. Please explain the question again.
Okay, sure. I'll just go back to the beginning. What is your name? We don't need to go back that far, right?
No, I don't think so.
All right, good deal. Bobby, the last thing that I want to ask, because we're almost out of tape, but I think we ought to take you what we have, and I guess really with Rotary. Rotary. Something, anything, in your own words, because quite honestly, a lot of those were mine. I'm in communication.
Well, the reason I joined Rotary was to be of service to the community. And you have the opportunity to have a multiplier effect, have people that have the same ideas and values of being of service to the community, and you get to utilize all of their talents, which are varied. It's one of the purposes of Rotary, is to get a varied group of people from individual vocations, backgrounds, together in order to enhance the ability of the club to perform community service.
Wow. No, I mean, that was good. It was long. I felt like if you went on any longer, I was going to have to shave. No. But, Claude, the last thing that I want to ask you, and I asked this because I remembered.
The name is Mike.
Bob.
No, your name is Bob. My name is Mike, not Claude.
Oh, okay. Specific. Picky. But the last thing that I want to say, and I've already said it, really.
Okay.
But it looks like they may be bringing me on board as the director of communication.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it doesn't matter really where. My question to you, what we have, and I guess really the experience of that, have you ever heard that before?
No, I have not.
All right, let's start from the beginning by asking you to give your name and what you do and why. I mean, where?
Ignore
Sorry.
that one. I'm Bill Derler, and I'm from Lawrence Township, and I'm a retired landscape architect, and I'm now involved in a startup money transmittal company.
All right, good deal.
I'm Kurt Hubert, and I spent almost 30 years with the state of New Jersey doing a variety of things, city planning, buying land, doing housing programs, and a number of other things. And the last 20 years or so, I've been essentially a burden, a ward of the state and the country.
Congratulations on achieving that fame. I love that. Okay, let me ask you what we have, and then I guess really adds that to a notion of seeing with the belt, but they're carrying that even further. And I want to say this. What, if any, and if not, how much?
What, if any, and if not, how much?
A lot.
A lot.
Now, all kidding aside, no double talk, what in the world does Rotary mean to you two? Because I've fallen in love with these two. They're wonderful. But really, what does Rotary mean?
Rotary means to me a good time, and it means a good feeling, because the 25 or so years I've been with Rotary, I've seen so many good things happen through the club and through the international organization that it makes being around worthwhile.
What is your name and what do you do?
My name is Gudrun Frank, and I'm a web designer.
Now, when you say web designer, do you mean like you design webs?
Yes, I have my own web design company, and I design websites. I offer hosting, email marketing, and consulting with internet services.
Wow. I don't. I mean, I don't know how that works, but I know it does because I see so many people with the things. Dude, let me ask you this. We'll see why that what we have, and I guess really adds that to what we've seen. In your own words.
Can you repeat? I'm sorry.
Oh, sure. You're talking to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Answer me why that what we have, and I guess really adds that to what we've seen. Is that just me, or have you seen that too? And then the other thing was, because I know you're thinking, what was that? Right? I mean,
Yeah.
really. Me too, because I wasn't at the meeting. I ain't even really, what we have, and I guess really adds that to what we've seen. Has it?
Vielleicht sollte ich lieber Deutsch reden, dann können wir uns verstehen.
Security! Let's begin by asking you to give your name and what you do and why. I mean, where?
I'm Joe Milestone. I'm a healthcare attorney. I live in Princeton, New Jersey.
I'm Bill Cleve. I'm an insurance agent, and I live and work in Pennington, New Jersey.
Okay, let me ask both of you, so what we have, and I guess really with Rotary, and the fact that that makes something that we have, and I guess too. Give us some thoughts on that in terms of what it is that we have to, what we've seen so far.
I'm most impressed with Rotary because it is the most effective organization that I've ever been a member of. I've been a member of many organizations, including the Masons and the New Jersey State Bar Association, and I thought that those organizations were effective, but until I became involved in Rotary and became familiar with the breadth and depth of its accomplishments, I can tell you that there's just not an organization out there that is its equal in community service.
Already?
Yeah, I'd agree with him. I was a member of JC's and some other organizations, and I think Rotary really is service above self. People don't necessarily have an agenda to do something for the community.
Okay, now that we've heard from both of you in parts of the, what we have, and I guess really into that, with Rotary itself, I guess the attention should shift to a more fine, what we have, and I guess really as the nostrum. Now, I say that, and again, I feel certain I did, knowing that, what we have, then I guess too, and my question is, has it? And then the other thing that I wanted to find out, and I guess really would be what we've seen so far, that too. And then the last thing that I wanted to say, because I think most people would agree with what both of you never, said, is to wrap up if we haven't already, by saying this. Amen. You know what?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you to repeat the question.
All the way that, I'll just go back to the beginning.
Yeah,
All right,
please,
okay.
sorry.
What is your name?
Bill Cleave.
All right, great. Let me start beginning, what we have, and then I guess really adds that to what we've seen here with Rotary, with the whole Trenton area, with all really, I think everybody. When I say everybody, I'm from Washington, so I mean some. And I was wondering, again, I wasn't, but I know some people who did. Lee, and then what we have, and I guess really a combination of that. Give us some thoughts and in your own words, because as I've always said, there's just so many words, and they all, mean different things.
Trenton Rotary is a really nice organization. I'm originally from this area. I've mostly lived my entire life here. Very happy with the things and the help that Trenton Rotary does in the local area. To name a few, I guess, would be Mount Carmel Guild. There's a wonderful organization, Salvation Army, and I can go on and on. I guess a couple of things that I'm very proud of about Trenton Rotary would be the work over the years with eradicating polio. The wonderful thing is George Gardner, a former member of Rotary, it was his idea to eradicate polio, and Rotary has done it almost single-handedly. So that's kind of a wonderful thing for international. Also, there are a lot of spin-offs from Rotary where a lot of people help local nonprofit organizations, and that's also a nice thing. A lot of people are very, very helpful and with giving their time. And what? Done?
No.
All right. A lot of people are very, very helpful with giving their time and very dedicated, and it's a great group of people. And also through it, I've met many lifelong friends. Thank you very much.
I think I speak for everyone when I say, what? That was good.
Okay.
Long.
It was long.
Oh, I felt like if you went on any longer, I was going to have to shave. I love it. See, y'all, this is why I love Rotary, because, I mean, the people are real, and they, it's like if you tell the truth, it's easy because you can always remember, right?
Right, pretty much.
Remember?
I'll get back to you in just a minute. So let me ask, what we have, and then I guess really as a notion, and wind down by asking both of you this, and that is, would y'all agree or would you disagree that it looks like the time that, what we have, and then I guess really as a note?
No.
Yes.
Well, hello, everybody. First of all, it's a pleasure to be with y'all today, and I just wanted to thank everyone for being such great sports. And I also want to thank them by giving them a copy of my wonderful book. I didn't write it, I barely read. It's called Once You Step in Elephant Manure, You're in the Circus Forever. It's a title given to me by my late grandfather. My grandmother used to say, Durwood, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That's what all grandmothers said back then. And he would follow right behind her going, and be careful, once you step in elephant manure, you're in the circus forever. Well, that is the title. It's a collection of wonderful stories about a time gone by. But there's one thing that remains the same, and that is from Dr. Seuss. All of us are better for this one, I really do believe. Remember Dr. Seuss said years ago, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Have a great year. God bless.
Thank you, Durwood, for coming all the way from Atlanta to Trenton to make this a wonderful presentation for us. Thank you to Dr. Payne, your alter ego. Thank you for confusing us. Some of the guys came out of the interview today and they said, the problem with this is that this guy's just like all of Glenn's other friends, and we're just trying to be nice to him. So we had a great time with this, and really appreciate all the Rotarians who showed up too, not knowing exactly what they were going to go through. Mike Toussay told me that he was advised that if he got lost in the interview that he should stick to the point, and this is what all politicians do. And so you may have noticed that that was Mike's strategy through the entire interview, to come back to making his points about Rotary. So good job, Mike. And thank you, too, to Rich Butterfoss for coming down here and filming along the river. Thanks to everyone.